Hello and welcome to the Pray and Grow Richer University and the Dr. Shirley live broadcast. Today, I'm excited for this new series that we are starting. Listen, it is on now. If I was the devil and all the broke demons in the church, if I was the devil, I would pack up everything and get right. I said, pack up my bags, all my offsprings and everything, and get out of Dodge. Leave America, because today we are starting a new series called Let the Millionaires Speak. For years, my entire life growing up, I grew up in poverty. And then I got saved when I finished high school, and from there got saved because the God, really, it was about me trying to get out of my lifestyle. The preacher said, "Hey, come down to stay, come down, give your life to Jesus, your life will be better." Hey, no, I said I didn't need to be a rocket scientist to know that I need to go down. Listen, I went down, gave my heart to Jesus, became an incredible student of the word, and then God blessed my life. And I married my husband and ended up being with families. And when I saw in a family that a lot of people have degrees, my family, fourth generation, no one with a higher education or degrees. My daddy was illiterate. My mother had a sixth grade education. And me now, I'm dealing with me now. We don't have anything going on like that. So the first time I saw educated people, but when my I married up, and so then we did the American Dream, and then we turned out the American Dream was a dead dream. And one of the things I learned through this whole process, now I'm 66, come August the 6th, is that you can be a Christian and be broke all your life. And the fact of the matter, that God, that is not God's best for us. We are constantly quoting, we're the head and not the tail. We're above and not beneath, but yet we're never attaining wealth. When God clearly says in his children in Israel, he told them, listen, I'm going to bring you out of bondage. Hello, let's just check that box off. Check, because many of you are in bondage. You got generational curses over your life, generational poverty, all of those things in it. So the things that's going on here is that we want you to know that you can be saved and be wealthy, saved and successful and wealthy. But you got to understand that we need to have the money in this hour in order for us to do the great things in this earth. It takes money, and you have to have the gold. God said he owned the cattle on 1,000 hills. So listen, I just want to let you know that your girl here is ready to explode, and I'm so excited about this new series. I need you to join me every week for the next 4 weeks. Starting today, we putting press releases out. Listen, you don't have to be broke. Now listen, folks get mad at us, and listen, and you're broke. And so here's the thing. We are not my wealthy place came from being on the floor. And we can remember to bring up the millionaire maker, the true millionaire maker. And I'm telling you, you can't be talking about what Dr. Clark, all she talked about money. Baby, I was broke. After I got out of being broke, then I got back into the debt because the American dream turned out to be a debt dream. So listen, so welcome to Dr. Shirley Live. And this starting this series of Let the Millionaires Speak, because I want you to know it is the devil that got you all worked up about getting money. All those preachers say, see, now we ain't dealing with the pastors. I want you to know that God is not just blessing the pulpit, but the pew as well. And so we want you to know we're about getting wealth and having a strong relationship with God. We're not trying to do all that other stuff. We're just trying to get you to understand that God will cause us to be producers of wealth. Now, what I need you to do, it's been I need about a minute or so I've been sharing. So I need you to check your streams for me. Make sure you're hearing us well. I need you to keep the chat alive. Comment if you hear this woman of God come up. You hear anything we say throughout the broadcast that's going to bless your life. I need you to put it in the comment. And so I need you to do that for me. Keep the chat alive. I need keep the chat. I got someone. I need you to keep the chat alive for me in the comments. So if you're watching this, you're with my team members and everything. What I need you to do, I need you to do just do a thing for me. I need you to be in a place where you're checking on Zoom. You need it, everybody else only need to be watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter, multiple pages on Facebook. Listen, so we're everywhere, okay? And I checked out TikTok. TikTok doesn't allow us to stream. That's the only platform that we are not on from a live stream platform like this. So I'm going to bring up the woman of God. And before I bring her up, I want to encourage you to share this screen right now. Go to my pages anywhere and start sharing it into all of your social media platforms. I don't want you to miss anything. I'm talking now so I can shut up. I'm talking now because I know the woman I'm getting ready to bring up. She's coming and she's coming to bless your life in just a tremendous way. And so I want you ready for it. I don't want to be in the way. Sometimes we talk too much, but when I bring her up, she's the godmother of this. And I need her talking, but I'm going to ask her certain things, but I need you to understand this is great to hear Dr. Clark, but you want to hear legend, someone who helped make $5.1 billion in network marketing. Come on, under her. Come on. She has the anointing. When you hear her voice, you will hear greatness in her voice. So, everybody, I need you to share right now. Go to my pages, wherever you are, share it to your YouTube, share it to your Facebook group, share it to your Facebook page, share it to your LinkedIn, share it to. I need everybody hearing this because we are trying to debunk all of this stuff that the enemy is saying you can't have. And so we're gonna get rid of a lot of this stuff that said that the church. And you need to know as believers that wealth is your birthright. So I'm getting ready to bring up my guest. I'm so excited about having her. Her name is Dr. Dorothy Cook. And oh, so much. And we'll talk about it when she gets here. But listen, Dorothy is a trailblazer, business mogul, transformational coach. See, a lot of folks say that, but ain't nobody lives getting transformed. So some of y'all need to change your resumes. But this woman transformed people's lives and a millionaire maker. After assisting 21 people in becoming a millionaire, she hosted her own reality show on BET Network called Amateur Millionaires. Now listen, here's the thing I want you to know. This woman know everybody. Everybody done come through her some way or another. She done, listen, let me just say this. Dr. George Fraser says, thank you, Dorothy Cook, for these insight gems and nuggets of brilliance. You have the answers to succeeding and they are timely and needed. Bravo. We all now have something worth reading on this critical subject. Thank you so much for this powerful gift. Now listen, I've got one more because he's now all around the world. You can't even hear nobody talk about wealth and Christianity without his name. And he endorsed her at the biggest level that you can even endorse anyone. And that is Myron Golden. Myron Golden says that, listen, he said that he said, Dorothy Cook, now I need you to hear this, is a real entrepreneur. She has a unique ability to lead and inspire others to succeed. And here's the clinker that most folks, they talk it, but they don't have no evidence. He says she is a documented, did you hear me? Millionaire maker. Would you welcome to the stage Dr. Dorothy Cook? I say a lot of things, Dorothy. So bring your head
thank you, Dr.
up
Clark, for this.
earlier. Let's see what's going on. I want to make sure we're even. Can you lift yourself up your camera? Bring your camera down. So there you go. We don't need to see that light. Dorothy,
Is the light on right
welcome,
there?
welcome. Girl, we're in this thing. And so, Dorothy, you tell the people about you. I know you have such a great testimony, how all the years that you spent trying to break through to become that initial millionaire, and then God bless you
Mhm.
beyond that. Talk about that, because some people are giving up and they need to know that their broke season can be over.
Yes. Well, first I want to say, Dr. Clark, though I helped create millionaires, I didn't start meeting millionaires till I met you. So you introduced me to more millionaires than I made. And I say, this is the millionaire woman. I've got to be connected to her. She introduced me to, I didn't know any millionaires. Once I started creating, that was a whole different thing. But Dr. Clark introduced me to real live millionaires. So, yes, I saw that and I wanted to become a millionaire and I wanted to help people become a millionaire. And I knew in order to do that and to be that, I had to do something different. I had to find a different way because the way that I was doing wasn't working. Jobs wasn't working. It just was not working. I don't care how many years I went to work, how many days I stayed, how long, how many hours, it wasn't working. I was living paycheck to paycheck, from broke to broken, all of that. So I had to find a way. And I knew the way that I knew wasn't it just wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it. So I remember meeting a young man, and I'm going to give him credit. His name was Chris Oliver. And Chris told me about a business. And at the time, that business cost $450 to get started. I said, Chris, I don't have $450. And he said, why? I said, what do you mean, why? I said, I don't have it. He said, why? I said, I don't have it. He said, why? I said, I don't have it. He said, why? I said, why do you keep asking me why I don't have something and I'm telling you I don't have it? He said, because you have not explained to me why you don't have it. I said, okay, help me. He said, do you work? I said, yeah, I work 3 jobs. He said, the first thing, Miss Cook, 3 jobs is for 3 people. I said,
Oh,
oh, okay. And then he said, how long have you been working on your jobs? So I said, I've been selling real estate for 10 years. I've been doing this. He said, spare me. Don't go through don't do that to yourself. I said, what do you mean? He said, is it fair to say you've been working at least 20 years? I said, I've been working longer than 20 years. He said, let's just use 20. I said, okay. So he said, you've been working 20 years, Miss Cook, and you don't have $400?
wow.
That's what I said. He said, now I got a bigger and better question for you. Will you work another 20 in hopes that you get it, or will you do something different? That day, I made a decision. I will do something different. Because when you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, that's insanity. And that's what I was doing. I
Oh,
kept doing the same thing over and over, and I was expecting different results. So I said, today is the first day of the best day of the rest of my life. And that's when I started looking for opportunities that would get me where I needed to be because I had dreams. I dreamed big, B-I-G, believe in God. I didn't have small dreams. I wanted big dreams. I wanted to help
mm.
a lot of people. And what I was doing weren't helping me, so I knew I couldn't help anybody else. So I set out and found out. Chris told me about multi-level marketing. And when I told all my friends about it, they said it's a scam. I said, no, I don't think so. I've been doing the last 20 years as a scam. They have scammed me into working and I'm not getting rich. And I'm living from paycheck to paycheck. So that sounded like a scam to me. And so I started investigating and I found out that multi-level marketing has made more millionaires than any other business in this world, more than the NFL. Think about that.
Wow.
More than music, more than anything. Yet people call it a scam. It has more made more millionaires than any job ever have. So you define scam, okay? So that's when I got into the multi-level marketing field. Did everything go hoo hoo hey? It was waiting for me. You're a millionaire now. No. I had to work. The Bible says if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat.
Mm.
So I'm not going to box with God for you. You got to get up and go to work for yourself. You're going to be with yourself the rest of your life. How will it be? Will it be as God has asked? God said, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. God said that. I didn't. So, will you continue to have a non abundant life and be against God? Or will you decide to walk with God? And the Bible said, choose you this day who you will serve. My best advice is to choose God. With Him, you can't lose. Wherever you go, whatever you do, He'll always be there. And people always say, I'm scared. What if it don't work? What if it does?
Exactly.
It does. So that's how I got started in multi-level marketing. And
Wow. And so how long did you do that? And don't you do me a favor? We tested this when anytime you go live, you don't all of a sudden things change. Your background, that light behind it is all the shades down because you're bright in that
can y'all
bright
turn the
light.
light shades down here, back here,
Just
for me?
make sure those shades no, because that's what's happened. You're fading
Light.
out. We
Right.
tested it before and you look great. And as soon as we went live,
The
your
shades is too,
face,
the light.
yeah, everything
But they're
is
trying to close the shades and see
close
if
as
that makes
much
it
as you
better.
can back there because it's definitely giving us. We want to make sure people can see you. It's
Well,
really there.
maybe
You
I
as
need.
much as we can. So because we
Is that
tested,
better,
and
or I can move to another seat? I can move.
because whatever you were before, that's where we want to be.
Okay.
You had it because you were in a different place. I don't remember those blinds being there because we did
No,
it.
they weren't, and I moved so
Oh
people
no,
could move
that
freely.
you faded out. There you go. You look really
Okay,
great.
now I lost you.
You look really
I
great.
gotta get her back.
I hear you.
Yeah, but I can't see you.
It's okay. Well, just bring her back to right. I'm glad. There you go. And so this is okay. I'm good, girl. Listen, this is my people are hungry now. There you go. I knew it. I was like, when did we lose? That's perfect. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay. So do you go out and come back, and then go out. I'm gonna kick you out
Go out.
and
Okay.
come back. If you can't hear me, you hearing me then. If you
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I can't see you.
Okay, I need you to go out and come back. That's all. Just go out. I'm gonna kick you out and just come back into
Okay,
the.
wait a minute. Can you see me now?
Yes, I can. Can you see me?
Nope, I don't see you.
Okay, just go out and come back in, and that's gonna be the best way. I want to make sure people can see you because I knew that we had tested when you went live, and so I want to make sure. Let me. Can you go? I'm gonna kick her out and bring her back in, guys. Okay, just hit the link and come back in sometime. That would do it. And just bring. I'm gonna. Can you hear me now?
I can still hear you. I'm trying to go out. She don't want the light. It's too much.
That's okay. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna release you and then come back in.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll be right back in just a moment with her. Let me just tell you, Dorothy Cook has written a book, and we're going to be talking about this too as well. A book on wealth. And when I met Dorothy, and this is a good time. We want to make sure that you see her because we're going to break this video down and share it out on the social media. You want to hear from her because when she hit it big, and she'll be able to tell you. She all of a sudden the church folks see we got a way that in the church. The reason I'm also doing this for several reasons that things are coming up that I want to do and make sure. I decided that I am not going to let the devil just call people talking about all the time you this you did people prosperity no, we're not. My wealth were birthed out of on the floor. I met Dorothy in 2015 or 2016, and when I did, I was like, wow. And I said, woman of God, I said, are you you don't have a book? 'Cause when I heard what she was doing, in the marketplace or had done, I'm trying to figure out why nobody had snatched up and given her a book deal. So I was like, yay. And let me grab her quickly. But I saw not just trying to give her a book deal, she needed the right voice. Someone that could, from someone like myself, that's in the ministry, no marketplace, not afraid to talk about money, but someone that had a mindset for greatness. I see she back. Let me see if she can hear me. Can you see and hear me now,
Yes.
Dorothy?
Yes, yes.
Very good, very good. Now I need you to tilt your camera, get rid of that ceiling. There you go. As much as that. There you go. Perfect. I want people to see you very well. Okay, wonderful. So Dorothy's back. So Dorothy, I
Mhm.
want them to continue. We met around 2015, 2016. And so you started into network marketing. You tried it. The thing that I love about you is that you tell the truth. Every network marketing didn't render you to be a millionaire. Can you talk about that brief journey, and then we're gonna talk about when you hit it, and even the experience of you letting the church folk know. But
Yes.
go ahead and talk about that journey getting
Well,
there.
the first one I got in, I made some money. Of course, I did not become a millionaire. The first one, I did not. I did not become a millionaire the second one, or the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one, maybe not even the sixth one. But I didn't give up because I knew what I wanted, I knew where I was going, and I knew this was the vehicle that was going to get me there. Now, what people don't understand about multi-level marketing is you get out what you put in. If you go to your job today, Monday, and you work till Friday, and you don't do anything, and you step up Friday and ask for a check, are they going to give you a check? No. If you get in multi-level marketing and you don't do what you're supposed to do, you are not going to get paid. It's just as simple as that. People think it's a get rich, well, this is a get rich queen, get rich quick scheme. I would rather have a get rich quick scheme than a get rich slow. And that job I had was a get rich not at all. So I tell people all the time, the first one you get it, find something first of all that you like, that's near to you, that you can be passionate about, telling people about. That is the first and the most important thing. And then when you find that one, then you do what your leaders will instruct you and teach you how to do. I got in a company that was making $3,000 a month, a month. Okay. Now this is after several because I'm not a quitter. When I was working my jobs, okay, hear me, and I lost one, I went and got another one. So when I was in multi-level marketing and it didn't work, I said this one isn't for me. I got in Mary Kay. I didn't like put makeup on people, so that wasn't for me. I got in Noni. I didn't like the way it tastes, so that wasn't for me. So I didn't quit because it wasn't for me. I had to find the one that was for me. I got in all kind of lotions, potions, all kind of things. And then I found a garment. Oh my God. I said, this one is for me. And I got in it and I took off and I started telling other people about it and I started doing what I was told to do and the money started coming. When I got in that company, they was making $3,000 a month. And the owner was getting ready to sell the company. I said, please don't sell this company. Give me an opportunity to help you build this company. We went from 3,000 a month to 30,000 a month. We went from 30,000 a month to $1 million a day. Okay, that's when you're passionate about something. And everybody was calling it a scam. No, the job is a scam. That's where the scam is. So I tell people all the time, find what you can be passionate about. Your passion will drive you to where you want to be. If you want to be a millionaire, nobody can stop you because God already said you are. But if you let some Joe Blow, Jack, and Jill tell you you can't be it, it don't work, then it won't work. But you have to make a decision. This is what I want to do. Well, I don't like selling. Everything in this world is sold to you, through you, over you, or up under you, but it's sold. I don't like talking to people. Then you need to be on an island by yourself. You go to the job, you talk to people. There's people on their job. You're not on your job by yourself. So stop building lists of what you don't want to do and what you can't do because we can help you stack cans all the way to the top. We can stack cans. Can'ts, I don't do nothing with because you cannot win losing. You cannot win losing. A winner never quits and a quitter never wins. So when I got off into this, yes, I had several ups. I had downs, but I thank God I had more ups than downs. And I thank God the person in me wanted it more than the people outside of me. Because the people outside of me didn't want it for me. They pretended they wanted it for me, but they didn't. Because when I went to them telling them about my products, you think they would buy them? No. I had to find complete strangers. My own daughter, I told her I had some products and I wanted her to buy some products. She told me, "Oh, Ma, I get my product from Walmart." So I said, "Oh, okay, that's cool." I didn't ask her no more. She goes to the Essen Festival every year. So this time, when it was time to go to the Essen Festival, she called. She said, "Mom, I'm finna go to Essen Festival." I said, "Okay, have fun." She said, "I'm bringing Jazzy over." Now, who is Jazzy? That's my granddaughter. I said, "What you bringing her over here for?" She said, "I want you to keep her." I said, "You want me to keep your child while you go to the Essen Festival?" She said, "Yeah, you keep her every year." I said, "Oh, yeah, yeah. But this year, you let Walmart keep her because that's where you do your shopping." I never had another nothing out of her. If I sell dirt, she buy it. Okay.
I had to come up
So
because
I'm telling you, you have to. People will use you and not allow you to do anything for them. If a person, Les Brown has a good saying, I hate I don't remember it. He said, "If you can't go to the people, don't let them keep coming to you." Something he says like that. And so I had to realize I'm helping so many people, but when the turn for them to help me comes, it's a different story. See, you're going to sometimes have to walk away from people, and sometimes people may be your family members
Mhm.
because they've seen you fail so many times to when you come up with
Mm.
something, they think you're a failure. But because you fail, don't make you a failure. Failures are stepping stone to your success. All it does is tell you, don't do that one again, do another one. And I tell people all the time, I have people, "Well, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to try that again. I tried it before." And I ask them, if they're women, I say, "Are you married?" Some say yes, some say no. If they say yes, I say, "Is this your first husband?" "No, it's not." I say, "Oh, okay. So you will do something again." So if you got a husband and he wasn't right and you got another one, you will do something else again. It's just that you won't do what will help you again, what will get you to the top again. See, we choose and pick the things that we want to do. If it looks good, we do it. But everything that looks good is not going to get you where you want to be. You
All right,
know, Moses didn't go straight to the mountaintop. Look what he went through.
exactly. Yeah, this is so good because we make excuses.
Yes,
What we want people to understand, failure is a school. You
yes,
don't fail
it is.
anymore. You just learn a lesson. And so you need
Exactly.
to wake up every morning to go to school.
Yes,
And you
yes.
have to you have to have perseverance in the midst of this. Why is I'm doing this? I'm doing these Let the Millionaire Speak so
Hmm.
you'll know that your broke friend and all these other forces out here. No, no, seriously.
Yes.
The reality is we attract people like us. I promise you. If you right now get with a group of your friends, y'all gonna be. If you're having money problem, I bet you everybody
All of
around
them. Yeah,
you.
is having money problem. That's
And
true.
so this is why I'm doing this as well, Dr. Dorothy. So let people know in the body of Christ, you got to invest. You're gonna have to get with people. You want a successful tip. One of the things that you said in your book, Dorothy, is that readers are leaders, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. But I want to hear your story more. So you told them you invested in somebody else and not me. But if you want me, here's another thing that she did, that we need to understand. She valued who she was.
Yes, yes.
She
God
knew
said
her
value.
value.
Yes.
Dr. Dorothy knew her value at that time. Okay,
Mhm.
ain't no grandma move here. It is my time is valuable. So you didn't help me when I was building that value. Then time is value and money, by the way. So Dorothy, go ahead and tell them. So you were in multi level marketing. You made some money, but you wasn't a millionaire. So how many years did you do that until you tapped into
It,
it?
I believe it was about 2, maybe 3 years. Now I was making money.
I know.
I was making 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, sometimes
Okay,
two.
but that right there's a miracle right there. Can you say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
again?
yeah.
5,000.
I did. I didn't just jump to a million. People want to jump in, and I want to be a millionaire. You haven't even been a thousandaire, but you
Woo!
want to jump. have no plans, won't follow what nobody tell you to do, and then soon as you get in and you're in 30 days and you don't make $1 million, it don't work. No. I got in one, it didn't work. I made some money. I did. I made 1,000. The first one I got in, I think I made $1,000. I made $1,000 like a week, but I wanted more. And I didn't, it wasn't a passion. It wasn't something that I could be passionate about. So I couldn't keep going. Like I said, I got in Noni. I made money in Noni. I made $2,000, $3,000 a week. But Lord have mercy, I couldn't stand the taste. So I couldn't tell people, I couldn't passionately come and say,
Right.
you're
That's
gonna be
good.
healthy and it tastes good, because it did not taste good.
That's good. That's good. You just said a principle there. I know people say I can sell anything, but if you're gonna get the money, you got to be able to believe in the
What
product.
you
That's
sell.
excellent.
Mhm.
Excellent.
If I tell you about something, believe me, I am passionate about it. I'm not, I have people all night, right now, people calling me. I need you to sell this. I want you to get in. No. If it does not move me, I will not tell you about it. Now, that means everything is not for everybody. But if you expect me to move on something, it has to move me. Or I am not sharing with people. I'm not sharing a lie. I'm not testing line. When I tell you that a product worked, it has worked for me. And
Listen,
I can be
wow,
passionate about
that's
it.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
Listen, I need the people, the comments. I need y'all. If you're out there watching, we need to know you're there. Give us some kind. If you hear us say something, something click you inside of you, something you experienced, share it with us in the comment. I guarantee somebody else has been through it. And so let's keep the chat alive. Comments on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you can send. LinkedIn, put a comment there. Let us know you're watching this, and keep
Mhm.
sharing. Go through your phone and tell people that, hey, take your link at the top, put it into your phone in your text. You got to be clear how this goes, or email yourself and then go to your email on your phone. Put your finger down and copy it, and then take it to your text,
Mhm.
paste it in your text, and go through. Come on, let's be our brother's keeper. Let's
Yes.
be our
And
sister's keeper.
see,
Let's not be a refrigerator. Go right
people
ahead.
have to realize, in order to have what others won't have, you have got to be willing to do what others won't do.
Wow.
It's a lot of broke people. The world is full of broke people. The bottom is full. You need to come up to the top. You don't have to be broke. God says from Genesis to Revelation that you are a winner. If you're not winning, it's time to do something different. It's time to be something different. It's time to be the real you, because inside of you, as my friend Les Byers said, is greatness. All
Mm.
it has to do is come out. In every single one of you, God put it there. I didn't. God did. And if God put it there, by golly gee, nobody can take it and nobody can stop it. And only you can bring it out with the help of God. So you go to God and you say, hey, I've been procrastinating. I've been doing this. I'm ready. I'm ready, God. I am really ready to have all that you have said I could have.
Yeah, this is so good because I believe that there are seeds of greatness in all of us. It's what we do
Yes.
with those seeds that determine our outcome, Dorothy.
Yes.
And there's a saying that says that your destiny determines your warfare. And
Yes.
sometimes when we're striving, especially with finances, and I love
Mhm.
your pastor said, if you want demons to show up, he said, talk about money.
They
In
come.
his book, in
They
his
come.
book, he said,
And
"Demons will
people,
show up."
I don't understand. People have a bad understanding. Money, the Bible says the root of money is all evil. No, the Bible says the love of money.
Exactly.
The Bible talks more about money than anything. Look it up in the Bible. You need money. Money just makes you a bigger whatever you are. If you're a
Yeah,
fool, you're a
exactly.
bigger fool. If you're a
Very good.
giver, you'll be a bigger giver. But you need it. You cannot get. I've had
Yeah,
people
no,
say,
no,
"Money
this
don't
is
buy you
so
love."
good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the body of Christ. What you said, to be honest, right now, many of you right now, all of Proverbs. I think I'll be right for the community that we work in. We know that statistically, the Catholic their whole organization. They are made out of money. They are one of the richest. But you have to understand, they have people that donate when they die. So that's all. They had a strategy that worked that made them. They make money. But the ones of us that are hollering the most, and the Dorothy, I know you appreciate this, is that a lot of time we have a lot of volume and no value, and so
And,
we are
and
constituting
let
the
me tell you
clan and
something. Let
crew.
me tell you something else.
Go right ahead.
We're the only people that think we're not supposed to have money. We're the only people. We're the only people. Well, Jesus was poor. He was not poor.
Ooh,
Why
how
not?
you gonna prove that out?
He
How
was
was he
not
not
poor.
poor? Talk to
He
me.
was not poor. And he said, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundant. Why would a
Ooh,
poor
so
man
that
want
is
you
the
to have it?
Bible. That is the Bible, right?
That's
Yeah.
the Bible.
Okay.
That's the Bible. Why would God send his only begotten son to die for you to be poor and sick? That doesn't sound like the God I serve. If you don't have, it is because of you, not because of God.
Wow.
Because he's given you everything you need to get. He's placed it inside of you. All you got to do is pull it out and stop listening to broke people. If you see come around a broke person come around, you just run. Just take off running. You ain't got to give no explanation. Just run. What are you running from? Bye. Okay. Because
I
what
told
you
you she
hang around,
is uncut. All right. I told y'all
what
we're
you
gonna be
hang
wrong
around,
today. I
you will
told you.
become. Don't allow broken spirits to put things into
Wow,
your
that's good.
spirit. You can't have. You what you'll never do. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's what God said that. See, I don't argue with God. My grandmother told me my arms was too short to box with God. So if God said it, I believe it, and that settles it. And
So
that's
is
what you've got to do.
so
Settle it
Doctor,
in your mind.
go right ahead. I'm just go right ahead. But no, I want you to now. So you even though you had not achieved millionaire, and I knew in your heart you was trying to get there. What what was that thing that made you the was it just the word of God? Was it just a tenacity that kept you saying no matter what my failures are, no matter what I had made, what was that thing that you knew that if I keep doing it, what was that? Was that
See,
tenacity or you just
you've got to have a why. Why
ooh
you want to do this. And if your why don't make you cry, it's a lie.
mm.
If your why
Somebody need to put that in the
it's a
comments. For
lie.
your why doesn't make you
Cry,
cry,
it's
then
a
it's a
lie.
lie. Okay, let me see if I can get that
Because when
in
you
too.
start doing something, you have to remind yourself, why am I doing this? And it cannot be for money because money is not strong enough.
Ah,
Money won't make you get up and go out in the rain. Money won't make you get up when you don't feel
wow.
like doing it. But if your why is strong enough, you'll get up and go out in the rain and say, oh, let me get an umbrella. Okay. Or let me go in Walmart so it ain't raining. But you have to name your why and it has to be strong enough. See, when I started, I had just left Africa. I went to Africa and oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. And my grandmother used to always talk about Africa. She had a love for Africa that I prayed, listen, if I could have done one thing in this world, I would have wanted to take her to Africa.
Mm,
And when I went to Africa and saw how those children were living, and oh my God, I said, I have to do something. I want to help build orphanages in Africa. And then people would say, well, why don't you build them in the United States? I say, you build them in the United States. I have chosen where I want to build. You will not tell me what I'm going to do with my life and my money. No, people always got advice for you. They always. But the best thing about advice is you don't have to take it. And understand this when they come to you with it, just ask them, have you done it? No. See, if you haven't had a baby, I can't, if I haven't had a baby, I can't tell you how to have one. So I appreciate your advice, but I'm going to pass on your advice. I want to build in Africa. So when the days that I didn't feel like doing it, I just picture those little kids in my mind. I picture the letters they wrote me asking for help. And I would get up. I say, you can't stop. You may give up
mm.
on you, but you will not give up on them. They are counting on you. They are depending on you. I left Africa. I said, I will be back. I don't have the money now. And we stayed in a like a dorm that did not have lights, did not have lights, okay? Did not have running water, did not have a toilet.
Mm.
And I asked them, being in America, we wake up every day, we go to the light switch, turn the lights on. But hey, there were no lights. And I asked the Mr. Kibe that was over it, I said, what, what does it cost to put lights in here for these children and water?
Mm.
He said, $5,000. I said, when I come back, I'll have $5,000. The next year I came back, I said, let there be light. Because I came and worked my business and I made enough money not only to turn the lights on, the water was another five. I had 5,000 for the water to be turned on. I had money to buy them shoes and clothes and to help build a business. That was my why. I was not going to let those children down. They looked at me and, oh my God, I tear up when I think about it now. Little boy said, are you Jesus?
Mm.
Am he in earth? I am. And I'm here to help you, and I will. See, my why is making me cry. Tears are coming to my eyes right now because that's my why. And I did it. I was so, and it wasn't about me, it was about God using me to help those children, to get them out of the dark into the marvelous light
Mm.
of Jesus
My
Christ.
God.
So your why has got to make you cry. And it has to be more than about you.
Mm.
Get that why in you. It will drive you. Your passion will drive you. Now you go back to Kenya, that part, there is, you can see my name all over it. And I'm not bragging on that because I didn't do that for that. I did that because God blessed me and allowed me to do it.
Well, Dr. Dorothy, that was exactly what you lined it up. I'm glad I'm here to even bring some framework to this. Hearing your in testimony, we connected years ago, is that one of the things when God began to deal with me about becoming a millionaire and speaking that in my spirit. I didn't know how, and I was broken. See, people think that you hear all this stuff and you got it.
Mhm,
God find you in your darkest, days in your life and speak
mhm,
something so incredible. And but one of the things He did exactly what you did is that He told me Deuteronomy 8:18. It
mhm.
says that I'm going to cause you to be a producer where, but so that the kingdom, the
Yeah.
covenant of God, your money is to sow, and I'll take care of all the other stuff.
Mhm,
Because He told them also, I'm gonna give you houses and land. I'm gonna make sure your barns are filled.
mhm,
And you lined it up completely with that scripture.
mhm. Yes.
and,
Yeah.
and, and then God connected me after coming out the floor 4 years from 2010 to 2014. I did what He told me to do to birth me into the what. See, you got to have a moment that will control you. And I believe these broadcasts is going to help you understand this is your defining point for your
Mhm.
broke season to be over. Dorothy, let me
It's
tell you
over.
something. Dorothy don't know. She talk about meeting all the millionaires through me. Really, but it's after I met her. By the time I did, I got through all of that. I was on the floor and I had about $40,000 in the bank. But the reality, my relationship, come on, connected with her, that I'm now at a place that now I am now valued. My
Mhm.
network is 7 feet. You got to be in the company of the right millionaires. I'm writing a book on it right now about being, and one of the chapters is talking about being in. We talk about the company of prophets, but
Mhm,
you got to be in the companies of millionaires. Dorothy anointing blessed my life to where I am now. I
mhm,
didn't have this until I met Dorothy Cook. I believed what she said. And the reason I believed it because everybody was chasing out here around the world, paying 20,000 and be in their program. Guess what? They came through Dorothy Cook. I was like, "What? Are you kidding?"
Yes.
Dorothy Cook, would you tell them that you put me on the phone? I'm gonna call their name because they all know it. Lisa Nichols.
Yes, that's my
Like,
friend. Lisa's my friend. Lisa,
Lisa, let me
yeah,
call Lisa now. I'm
yeah.
like, who is this woman I'm in the room
Les
with?
Brown, yes.
And Lisa called you early in the next morning. Said,
Yeah,
well, I saw you call me. See, that's the level of anointing. See, y'all
yeah,
chasing folks, and I got the one that helped birth out those people. I
yeah,
was like, this
yeah,
story is a wrap for me.
yeah. Lisa had a teaching no matter what. And that
Didn't she?
stayed with me. I'm gonna do it no
No matter.
matter what.
And
No
you had it.
matter what.
You had those people teaching in your network
Yes,
marketing.
yes,
Les
yes,
Brown, all these
Les
people,
Brown, yes,
Myron Golden, all of them.
yes.
See, y'all don't know those
Myron, yes.
names you're hearing. They were a part of her down. She brought those people in to train and to do all of that stuff for. I just want y'all to understand who I have here on the stage because everybody's calling these people names, but they don't know you're the godmother of all of these folks that
Yeah,
y'all chasing there
yeah.
and paying a
And
hundred
see,
thousand dollars. This
the
is the
key,
lady that God
the,
got me. So Dorothy, go right on and
the
share, and
key,
then tell
the
about how
key,
you got
the
there.
key,
Go.
the first thing you got to understand is your mind must arrive at the destination
Come
first.
on now. You know we big on this
Your
mindset.
mind will arrive, your behind will follow. You have to have your mind set where you're going. Then,
Right.
how am I going to get there? But your mind must arrive at the destination first. It has to. It has to get there ahead of you. Then your behind will catch up with it. See,
Okay.
you can
You
say,
said
I
it
want to
that
be a
way. Say your
millionaire, but if
mind.
you don't believe it, see, most people don't have things because they don't can't see themselves with it. They can see other people with it. But until you see you in it, until you see yourself as being, see, some people don't even believe they deserve to be a millionaire. Why not? Because they
Wow.
stick
Come
in that
on.
poor mind mentality. You can't help people if you can't help yourself. You can't give what you don't have. Yeah, I want to help. You don't want to help nobody because you ain't helping with the little you got. So, you make your mouth say anything. Get your mind set on where you want to be. I want to be healthy. Start doing healthy things. I want to be
Mhm,
wealthy. Start doing wealthy things. I
mhm.
want to be a speaker. I want to be this. Start looking for people. Lisa Nichols, Les Brown. Start looking for people like that. The first thing you got to want to be though is in Christ Jesus. Look for
Wow.
Him
Come
first. That's
on.
the very first thing. Don't ever forget. I don't care what I talk about. Remember, He is first. When you wake up in the morning, you thank Him and you say to Him, "Oh my God, this is the day that you have given me, and it
Mm.
is a gift to me." My gift back to you is what I do with this day I give you. And I want to give it back to you in love.
So, Dorothy, how did you manage to? Because you think about, I'm talking you. You're talking so many years back when this happened to you. How
Mhm.
were you able to kind of come to that consensus that you knew that it was okay to prosper? Because the church, for the most part, really, we're not known for our wealth.
Nope, nope,
With the
nope.
church itself as a whole, we're not known. We're
Yeah,
known to be beggars and
yeah.
you
Chicken
know.
selling chicken dinners. The
Right. So,
church,
how
church,
were you able to live above, get beyond that, even though you didn't have? What made you, had that mindset? Say, in God, I still supposed to have, and yet you decide I wanted manifestation versus
mhm.
just confessing. How did you? What made you? What was that thing that got you really saying, I think I can become it, and it's okay in God? I know you had a why, but this mindset thing and the church doesn't lend itself if you got church folks around. It doesn't lend yourself to say, I want to be a millionaire.
Yeah. Wanting something and doing nothing about it is sad. See, faith without works is dead. If you say you want something and it's in you already to have this, then you have to find a way to get to it.
Uh-huh.
And you can't be scared. Scared gets you nothing. When I say I'm jumping, Okay, God gonna either catch me or He gonna teach me to fly. If I fail, I'm gonna fail forward because I'm gonna get up running and walking because God said I was. I just believe when God when He said, "I wish above all things you prosper and be in good health." And one day, why ain't I prospering?
That's what I want to hear.
Why? What
Because
is
we
wrong
got to
with the
ask
future?
these questions.
Yeah,
Say it again. Come
yeah.
on, come on.
And I'm looking at the heathens
Okay, that's what I
driving
wanted.
my car and living in my house. And I'm like, okay, God, why don't I have it? And see,
Hmm.
if you look on my shirt, it says wealth. I started putting it all in my presence everywhere, wearing it everywhere. You
Come
want to
on,
wear
come
Gucci
on, talk it, talk about
and
it.
Prada
Own
and all that stuff. I want to wear stuff that makes me see and deal with where I'm going to get where I'm going. I can wear all that other stuff later. Yeah, I was all into that. I had all of that. But I want to tell you something, and I want you to hear if you want to be successful, it's not going to drop in your lap. God gonna send me? Yes, He might, but He doesn't work that way, and He's not gonna break the way He worked for you. You won't break what you work for Him, but you want Him to break what He worked for you.
right. Come on.
So you're gonna have to make some decisions, and then once you make those decisions, you find people that got what you want. You find people that's going where you going, and that's who you start following and looking after, and doing the things they do. If you follow broke people, you're gonna continue to be broke. Just and well, I can't afford to go to these. I can't get their book. Buy their
Exactly.
book.
Come on, talk about
They
it.
have put their life and what they did so you don't have to make the same mistakes in their book. A $25 book, a $50 book. You're not paying $50, you're paying for 50 years of experience. So you don't have to go through
Ooh,
that.
you need to
Read that
really say
book.
that again. You're not
And
buying the
they,
book, you're buying the 50
you buy
years
an
of experience.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be scared to start over because you're not starting from scratch. You're now starting from experience.
Mm,
You're
very good.
starting over.
Y'all need to be putting this out in the chats and things come. This is so good. Go,
So
yeah.
what if you have to start over? I've started over and over and over and over and may have to start over again. But I'm not afraid of start over. I'm afraid of staying where I am.
Wow.
If that's not where I want to be.
Hmm.
You've got to be more afraid of the thing that's keeping you back than the thing that's in front of you. Some of us are so afraid that what will happen, we of what might happen, we won't let what will happen because we're afraid of what might happen. What might happen. It might not. Half of the things you worry about don't even happen. You sit up and worry about this happening, worry about this. When you look back, it didn't even happen. But you look how much
Right.
time you lost worrying. See, worrying is the opposite of praying and faith. Worrying is in having faith in what the devil said.
Woo.
Praying is having faith in what God said. If I was you, I'd choose God. I've never seen him lose a
I
case. My
told
brother
y'all it's gonna be
never lost a
rough.
case.
Okay, we got to get on. Man, we almost ready. An hour. Okay, Dorothy, we have a book. So tell them when you got your money, you broke through and finally. And one of the most important things that I really like to say is that I remember your testimony. You said you have bought either a condo, you had just set up yourself to get the condo, but you said God had you out so much when that breakthrough came, you didn't sleep in your condo or whatever, your penthouse or
For
whatever.
11 months.
11 months later, that's how busy
Yes,
God had you. Did,
yes.
did you? I want everybody to hear that. 11 months.
11
Sometimes
months.
for that season, you
Hmm.
got to be doing something that everybody, she was on the road that
On
month.
the road. I'm
It
on the
was
road
11
right now.
months, but she
I'm
was
in South
set.
Carolina right now. You've got to get up and move. Everything God has moved. The trees move. Everything. And if you're not moving, you're dead. You're
Mm,
sitting somewhere waiting to
yes.
just lay down and
If
die.
you're not moving, you're dead. Come on, can we
You're
get
dead.
somebody to chat
You're
that?
dead.
If
And
you're
when I
not
look at,
moving,
I tell
you
people all the time, when I look at the people that I help, oh my God, I can name them. Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington's made over $50 million. I remember when I first met her. She was hungry. Les Brown,
Wow.
Les Brown said, "You got
Stormy,
to be hungry." Now Stormy all over the world, and she haven't stopped. Every day she's somewhere else. Okay, we get $2 and we want to stop, and
oh,
God forbid we stop before we start. But if we got a nerve to get started, as soon as we get $2, well, I made $2. No, Oprah Winfrey goes to work every day, every day.
you
Why?
know what? I'm glad you're saying that because I saw something other 2 years ago. It was the office of Bill Gates. I said, it shocked me. I'm like, Bill Gates go to work?
Every day,
Man,
every
he went
day,
to,
every
he
day,
was going to his office. It is
every
was
day,
going to work. And
every
I'm
day.
like, it really played with my psyche. I said, also these people go to work.
Yeah. And one while Bill Gates was actually walking to work. Okay. It may not have been him, maybe it was one of the other billionaires, but they was walking to work. They go to work every day. The man that owned FedEx, Fred Smith, I think his name, he
I
goes to
had
work
no idea.
every day. See, in order to have what others won't have, you've got to be willing to do what others won't do. While you're, listen, we go to that job, job, just over broke. That's all you're going to be as long as you have one. And I'm not knocking it because you may need to
Yes,
use that to get where you're going. Use it as
exactly.
a stepping stool to get where you're going. But your that's not your dream job. You don't own it. You want your own.
Yeah,
That
I'm
should
like,
be your dream. Dream big, B-I-G, believe in God. And if you want a Rolls Royce, don't ask God for a Toyota. The same God made the Rolls Royce. You want your own company and you want your own
see,
business.
y'all thought I got that from myself. This
Working for
lady here helped me get
yourself.
where I need to go.
Yes, and teach your children to have their own business, to be entrepreneurs, not
Mhm.
to be employees.
Come on.
You got to teach them
You'll
that.
never get rich being an employee. Now, what you have to do is quit. Now we're telling people become
That's
nine.
a
If you want
scam.
to do it, become 9 to 5 millionaire. Therefore,
Yes.
you can get all of the benefits. That's why we're saying the next move become virtual millionaires. Dorothy,
Yeah.
I sat here and made more money sitting here. I'm
Yeah.
not one that want to run everywhere, but so God just showed me to begin to mentor. Told me my business model is to train leaders, to get
Hmm.
ready to train leaders. And I was like, that's great. So I made about 200,000. I came out to complete everything but debt in during COVID. While everybody doing that, I was
Yeah.
making money. My
Yeah.
house got paid off, Dorothy. My house
Yeah.
about around almost a half $1 million now. So that
Mhm.
um so I just told you I'm a million, 7 figure. So and then we got another okay, we got so just you got to be with the right people and you're talking right that people want to work for you can work but you got to be over here doing something else if
Yeah.
you want to keep that. Dorothy, listen, talk about when you got the money. I love the story. You went to your church for all the church folk that didn't want to help you. Can you tell that? And then I want to ask
I
you things about your book.
I
And then I'm gonna wrap it up. Go right ahead.
I asked God, I said, Lord, because I had been in so many multi-level marketing, I had been in a lot of them that didn't get me to the million. And people, the first thing say, oh, you got in that one, you say you was gonna be a millionaire. You ain't no millionaire. When I came across artists, yes, I will always say their name because that's why I am who, that's why I'm where I am. It's not because of who I am. God is because of who I am. But I said, God, if you had let this, because I'd quit, okay? And I knew my quitting was temporary, okay? That's one thing I know. I always got a plan, okay? And sometimes you may have to quit doing what you're doing. It's okay, but just don't plan to stay, quit it, okay? So I said, if you would let this one, God, be real, one more time, I'll make as many people wealthy as I can, and I'll start in the church. That's what I told God. I'll start in the church where the brokest people are, in the church. When I found out about this great company, I was so excited and so happy. I ran to my church and I started telling people about it. Well, that's what you said about the other one. Baby, they beat me down so bad.
Yeah.
That's what you said about the other one. You said the other one's gonna make you rich. You got us in this one. And you said that was gonna make you rich. You said that, blah, 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 blah. By the time I finished church, I said, Lord, have mercy. I have to leave here. I didn't leave the church. I left the people in the church alone. And that's when I hit that road. For 11 months, did not sleep in the apartment that I got, building my dream. I had a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to have a desire. You got to have belief that you can do it. And then you need to set out and do it. And that's what I did. Okay. So I hit the road running. And you see, the Bible said people perish without a vision. If you don't have no vision, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? Okay. So I had a vision. And I said, oh my God. I went to work. I went to work. I went to work. The money started coming. The money started coming. The money started coming. And he said nothing to them church folks no more. Okay? Because they was where they wanted to be. So I let them stay in their brokenness, waiting on Jesus. I went with Jesus. I left them there waiting for him. See, I decided to go with him. And I got out and I started working, 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 working. And I can remember my check going from 3,000 to 30,000 to 60,000. It just kept going up and up and up. And I said, oh my God, help me help these people. I went out into the streets and met people I did not know. Okay. And most of them, not all of them, most of them was heathens, people that weren't in the church. That's not a bad thing. They was out of the church because of different reasons. Church hurt, all kind of stuff. Okay. When I hit that first money, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Okay. I bought a $550,000 drop head Rolls Royce. Okay. I drove to church. I never will forget when it arrived at my apartment. I couldn't wait for Sunday. I put on my longest blonde hair. I had blonde hair everywhere. It was longer than this. Okay. I had curls everywhere. I had diamonds everywhere, all over my hair, Rolex. I had it all. And I put it all on. I had a Rolex on each arm. Okay. I had it all.
Wait a minute, you say you had one on each arm
I had one
Rolex?
on each arm. I had a Rolex on each arm. I had rings on every finger. I had bling everywhere, diamond cross all around my neck. I had it all. And I pulled up. It was a bright, sunny Sunday morning. The sun was shining ever so bright. The wind was blowing through my little hair. My hair was flying and the
You
wind
had
was
your Rolls, were you on
blowing.
a Rolls Royce? What
And
you
I
had?
pulled up into that parking lot.
Wait a minute, you had your Mercedes Benz one time. They were like,
Yeah,
everybody get a
yeah.
Mercedes
Oh,
Benz
yeah.
at this
That's
time.
right. First, the company gave me a Mercedes, and I went to the church in Mercedes. Here, I'm happy. I said, "Y'all, I got a Mercedes." They gave me. Well, they gave it to you. You ain't gave it to you. You worked for it. Whatever. I got it. I ain't paying no car notes. I mean, why? Why? A lady even drove up on me. She said, and we both had the same car, and I forget what year that was. She said, "Oh, you got a car like mine." I said, "Oh, you got a car like mine." I said, "No, there's a difference in my car than yours." She said, "What's the difference?" I said, "I don't pay no car notes."
Come on, Dorothy.
Okay. So when I got back to the church in the Mercedes, they said, "Oh, anybody can get one of them. You can get one of them with good credit." I didn't have good credit. I had bad credit. Okay. So they chopped me down again. Here I am in my brand new 550, I think it was, Mercedes Benz. I'm so excited and so happy. And I said, now I
And
can
the
go to
church
church.
beat you
Now they'll
down.
believe me. But they cut me down. Okay. I got in my little Mercedes and left. Okay. Kept coming to the church whenever I was in the city. Okay. Me and my little Mercedes. And I didn't say nothing. But oh, about a year later, God gave me the opportunity to get a Phantom drop head Rolls Royce, $550,000 car. I drove up to that car that Sunday, like I say, the wind was blowing my hair, the diamonds was flowing, the Rolex on each arm was jumping. I had everything. I had diamonds all around my neck. I was, was you showing off? Yes, I
Yes,
was.
yeah,
Because
right. You're
God
showing your
gave that to
God.
me.
That's what I
No
need
man
everybody to
gave
hear
that to
that
me.
because she
God
obsessed
did.
with that
And I
spirit.
want to
She
show
said,
them in that
oh,
house.
everything.
I want to show them in that house there is a God. And he is not poor, and he doesn't want you to be poor.
Right.
When I pulled up in that Rolls Royce, oh, they come running out of there. Oh my God, that's what that did? Yeah, that's what that did. Uh-huh. Can you give me a ride? No. Well, one lady told me my daughter is graduating this week. Can she drive? Can you drive? Can she drive your car to the prom? I said, no. Well, I'll give you some money to drive to your car. I'll give you, what did she tell me? I'll give you $200. I said, sweetheart, the tires on this car cost $2,500. A tire, not for a tire. So your little $200, when I could have used it, you wouldn't give it to me and you wouldn't help me. Now you want me to ride your little ugly daughter in my car. I ain't finna do that. No. Girlfriend called me. Well, I know you can help me. I just want to ask you something. I said, what? Well, only reason I'm asking you is because I know you can. I said, okay, what is it? I need $7,000, $8,000 or something. My brother about to die. I said he dead because I ain't giving it. Why would I help keep your brother alive and you didn't like him enough to keep him
Woo!
alive
I
yourself?
told y'all,
No,
I tell you, uncut,
no,
raw.
no.
Yeah,
Girl,
you know,
well, I'm going to my brother's wedding. I need help getting there. You need to ask your brother. He's getting married, not me.
yeah,
I'm not finna support your dreams when you wouldn't help me support mine.
yeah. And Georgia, it's so funny. I have the same similar to on this. I hadn't told you that. Someone when I wrote the book about how God blessed me those 4 years on the floor and showed me how to prosper. And then I met you, and by the time I met you, had just written about those 4 years where God had raised my income, and then we met the wealth coach and all of that. But the thing is, when I was out doing my book tour, I ran into that family members and others. They were saying, "Well,
Yeah.
you talk too much." I'm on book tour. That's what my book is about money. I'm trying to help them, the broke one. So they talk. Someone told me that you just talk. I don't think folk want to hear. Okay, broke niggas don't. You're saying that to yourself. But that same one a year later or so called me wanting to borrow hundreds of dollars from me, and I said no. I
Hmm.
didn't have it. I didn't have it for her because
Yes.
I'm not going. No, when I was there to help, you the one telling me that folks. And well, let me just say, and I know you're probably the same way. We helped our family out. Let's be clear.
Hmm. Hmm.
We have done a lot for our own immediate families. So don't talk about we don't help nobody like that in our family. See, when you have helped the people
You help the
that
people God tell you to help.
yeah, and then and so you can say no later on. Trust me, we've given cars to family members, and
I watch
we've
you
done
give your car away. I watch you. I was there when you gave your Mercedes Benz away, no questions asked. So she ain't just telling you what other people do. This woman of God, I was sitting in the service and she stood up and told the prophet, God told me to give you this Mercedes. Me, her husband, and everybody look. It did not move her. She said, I'm giving you this Mercedes. She said, there's something I got to do to it or whatever. I will have it cleaned up, fixed up, and delivered to you. I watched Dr. Clark. I was there give away a Mercedes Benz. Okay. So she does what she say she's doing.
and
So
this
if I
and
was y'all, I would hold on to Dr. Clark just like I do. When she called, I just say, yeah, I don't even ask her what it is.
that she
I
sure
just
do.
say, yeah.
Dorothy does not. And the thing is, you have to be around people like Dorothy. I just was honored that we were able to bring her into literary and all of this. And so when she got them, she said yes, and we got together, created her product. And let me see right here, well, and we have other tools. And we put an affirmation books. I said we were going to speak at the Blacks in Government, and then Les Brown said, "Hey, I'll share." And Les said, "Call me up." You remember Les gave them
Yeah.
people about 30 minutes, almost $30,000 worth of coaching when you were doing the Blacks in
Yes,
Government,
I did.
where the U.S. All
Yeah.
of this, and then we have the workbook that goes with well. And so I want to venture. I want Dorothy, and she God's been dealing with me about her to get her trained and take this and teach you all. And we're gonna come back and offer this. Maybe I've got something else coming. We are getting ready because Dorothy is one of our coaches in our 90-day mastermind program. See, the millionaires, when we do this, and I'm going to talk about it. But Dorothy, let me wrap up with you, and then I'm going to share some things about the 90-day because we're starting in September and you have been committed with me. You travel. And the only reason we are not really as close back then as we're now because God had you doing your own manufacturing company. God,
Yeah,
y'all don't understand. This is so,
everything.
so that she had 15 employees back there making and designing. I was sitting in there talking to her for 2 hours or so, and the designer come. He done made a shirt the hours I was sitting there, he said, "Like, come take a look at this." I said, I'm listening, like, what's going on? They done went in there and created like stuff you see in Macy's.
Yes,
It ain't no stuff hanging out, no threads. She
it's
had her own
mind,
manufacturing company.
the
She took
mind.
that garment and made it. See, regardless of where she doing it or not, it's her experience. You can't take that away from her. She was making so much money in the month to pay everybody. Oh, I don't know if it over it's 200,000 just to get people
Yes,
paid and stuff and the garment. That's how this woman moved into production. I
yes.
need you to understand. And she didn't have nobody, and God brought all of the people from
Nobody.
ballet company. They didn't even go by pattern. They created
Yes,
drew that. I sit there and talk with them. So I
yeah.
can tell you that designer said, "Oh no, we draw our own pattern." Dorothy Cook is the real deal. And so Dorothy, your book, I want just people. So one of the things I thought it was so amazing that one of the things God did with me was immediately put me on the floor and learn that you got to read. You got to up your intellectual capital. And one of the things you said in your very first chapter in your book on wealth, I want people to see it and we're going to bring it up in just a moment. Listen, one of the things, the first chapter you talked about, and just give me some quick answers on it. The first thing, and we've been talking about the mind, but you said readers are leaders.
Readers are leaders.
That's the first chapter you dealt with. So
You
why was
have to
that
read.
important?
You have to read. There's a whole world. That's why God made imagination. You may not can go around the world, but you can read about it. And you can see yourself there. You have to read. Readers are leaders. If you find somebody who's not reading, they're not leading. You have to read. I remember, I can't remember who it was, somebody famous. I don't know if it was Maya Angelou or somebody said her reading took her to places that her feet never got to go
Wow.
until she got successful at being what reading will take you. Reading will teach you. And if you think you know everything, you're a person that know everything, you're a dead person. You're dead. You
Wow.
have committed yourself. You need to just go get in the
You're
grave.
not going to expand because
Yeah,
exposure brings about expansion. And so, and you never, that if somebody's ahead of you, that means they know something that you don't know. That's
exactly.
great. So then the second chapter, and you only have, I think we only had five, is you, no, seven, but let's just talk quickly. Application. You talked about that as your second chapter. So it's when you get the information, now
You
we
got
all
to
know this.
apply it. You got to apply it. You've got to apply. Well, it's not enough to just read it and do nothing. You don't want shelf help. You want self help. So you read the book,
Woo!
don't put it on the shelf and now you read it and you go lay down and that's it. No, you got to apply what you read. Even if you do it wrong, at least you did it. Do it. I'm playing tennis. They used to tell me, I'd rather you hit the ball out than hit it into the net. Okay? Hit it out. If it's out, we can still work with you. But if you keep hitting it into the net, you're gonna eventually give up.
Wow. You
Apply what you read to your
apply.
life.
So it's applied knowledge, guys.
Yes,
You
applied
can talk
knowledge.
all day long, but are you willing to get in the ring? You get
Everybody
in
talking
the
about knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power.
right. Okay. Jim Rohn said you got it. We got in your book. A few who do are the envy of the many who only watch.
That's right.
Wow. So listen. So number three, you can say develop discipline.
You've
Okay.
got to. You've got to. You've got to wake up every day with a list of what are you going to do. If you
Ah.
don't make the list,
Yeah. You just said something. You said a
yeah,
list. So
yeah,
people shouldn't just be scattered. they have to get their thoughts
If
together.
you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? And you got to be disciplined. You got to make yourself get up and do these things every day.
Is that what you did when you was getting ready
Yes,
to become? You wrote down
yes,
everything you needed to do.
everything. And I did it. I want to get up. I want to exercise. When you go to the gym, you don't get strong just by thinking about it. You discipline yourself. You work on it every day. I did so many push-ups. I did so many this. So I read so many things. I made confessions. I made my list of who I was going to talk to. You got to be disciplined, or else you're going to be everywhere. If you don't write it down and
Oh,
make,
okay.
you plan to fail.
Either you or Ken Brown, and Ken Brown, it was the youngest African American to own 3 McDonald's franchises. I think he was the one that said in my coaching session that we either going to do
I met him
make
through
the
you.
simple error.
I met him through you. Yes,
I'll tell you, listen, she came in my life, and all the millionaires came in my life.
yeah.
But he said you're either going to make the simple error in judgment, you know, you're either going to do the simple disciplines in life or make
Yeah.
the simple errors in judgment.
Yes.
You can't out earn us until you out learn us.
That's
Okay, let's go right on. Now we've already said something, but I just want to just kind of close out on some of this stuff. Choosing your circle of friends. You were like, okay, how did you because your circle of friends will grow into different people as you move in up, so
mhm.
but how do you choose the circle? Because that's important. Right now I've chosen. Right now, Dorothy, I'm gonna let you answer, but I've chosen now. I'm not trying for the rest of my life. The last chapter, and you can fight me on it, but I've been in this thing so long now, over 40 some years, that I'm not trying to get more friends. Like friends take up too much time and they too pity party and stuff. I need strategic partners that help me. So, how did you choose your circle? How did you? Was it just through happenstance that you said?
Some of them were, and some of them won't. You
Okay.
got to choose the people that are going where you're going. If they're going nowhere, why would you choose them? If they want nothing, why would you choose them? And you got to interview people.
Ooh, y'all put that in the chat for me, y'all. Somebody would chat that and comment that because I never heard. You need to interview.
Interview people. Yes.
Ooh.
Are you worthy to go with me? People always look, they're
oh,
always
oh,
trying
you
to
know, gave me a whole nother language.
see people
I like hanging out with
down on
people.
you, but think about this. If you're up here, so they up under you anyhow, looking up, talking about what you shouldn't do. Those aren't the people you want. And I hear my friend Stormy all the time say, I'm not gonna be around broke people no more. And people think, oh, she this, she thinks she that. Yes, she's reached that. And yes, so have you. Why would you want to hang around broke people? You don't have to be around somebody that you want. If you can't, like I said, get
Hello.
a book. If you can't follow them right now, we didn't have all this stuff. You get on Facebook, get on something and follow
Yeah.
somebody. Find you a Lisa Nichols. Find you a Les Brown. And there's thousands of others. Those two just happen to be my favorite. Follow somebody that's going in the direction you. That's how you choose your people. You don't want Uncle Joe on the couch and been on the couch for 10 years, ain't had a job in 5 years. So what are you gonna do now? You don't want friends like that. You don't want friends, girl, let's go to the club. No, girl, let's go find out something to do different. Girl, let's go to Beyonce. Nothing wrong with Beyonce. Don't misunderstand me. But if you got $800 for a Beyonce ticket and
Come
you ain't got
on.
$800 to
Come
start your
on.
business, your
1,500.
artist is not together, and we don't need to be friends.
You need
Okay,
to be investing in my coaching program that'll help
exactly,
you make
exactly.
double, triple that. Dorothy, do you know
Yes,
my people they are multimillionaire. I done
I
made 10,
know it.
but just 30 days with me. They
Yes,
moved to 6 figures south.
yeah.
Okay. Dorothy,
See,
let me
your
go ahead and
program,
close
your
this.
coaching program, Dr. Clark, is if it's 10, 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, you're number 11. People need to be. Dr. Clark is the real deal, y'all. I'm telling you, you don't often find people that are the real deal and that's going to tell you. Like I'll be doing something, you don't need to do that. I say, yes, sir, Dr. Clark. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Dr. Clark. Okay. You need, see, a mentor will tell you what you need and where you need to go. A friend will pat you on the back, oh, you doing good. That
Yeah,
ain't Clark.
that's
She gonna
good.
stop you, she gonna tell you. So you need to be in this program with Dr. Clark. Okay? Start where you can. I said Lisa and Les Brown is one of my favorite. Well, Dr. Clark is right there too, if not above, because I'm more reachable to Dr. Clark.
Hmm.
Okay? Not that I can't reach Lisa. I could call Lisa Nickel. I may have to call 5 times to get Dr. Les Brown, but he will answer my call. I called
Yes,
another
he
night
will.
and shocked because he answered right there. But it's because he's traveling this and so
Now
is
he's doing
Lisa.
more. Exactly.
Every time I call Dr. Clark, she answers that phone. And that's what you need right now. You need a coach. You can't do it by yourself. Well, I can't afford. You can't afford not to. And you don't know. What if you be the one she called and that day God got her saying, I'm finna accept you. I'm gonna give you a scholarship. You gonna be on here. What if you be that one that day? But you'll never know because you won't call her. Dr.
Exactly.
Me much more than I can ever tell you. And I've been around Dr. Clark a lot more than I've been around Les Brown and Lisa Nichols, which I have been around. But Dr. Clark, I got closer with, and she has taught me so much. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all are listening on here, and if you're hearing me, and if you've got an opportunity to connect with Dr. Shirley Clark, by all means do it. And don't say, I don't have the money. You never know. What if somebody want to gift 10 people to Dr. Clark and you didn't call because you thought
Exactly.
you didn't have the money?
You know, you don't know what you are saying. Let me just go ahead and share because I think we're winding up. This is exactly right. I want people to know that I'm credible.
Yes.
And I got the 90-day mastermind. Daughter, I want 10,000 plus women I want to help. I love to work with from ground up, and I can do that. But if you're in the middle of the road, listen, just forget about your titles. If
Yes.
you are broke, you need a new advisor. Your brokenness tell you that you need someone
Yes.
like me. We've got the 90-day mastermind web channel starting in September, and I'm doing that, and we're gonna sow a lot into your life. But Dorothy is one of the millionaires that comes on every other week. We do millionaire training. They come in and share their testimony, sow into your life, and then we train. But you got to soak, and this is what Dorothy took from me. She's soaking. You said she's a millionaire, she all that, yeah, and she soaked and she show up for prayer every morning with the tithes at 5
Yes.
a.m.,
8
5:30
every
on the
morning.
night. See, y'all want to do it the devil way. And you got to activate divine intelligence. And you got to be with the presence of God. Why we are still sustaining? Because we know when even if we go down, there's a dip in our finances. We can come back up because we are in the presence of God. Dorothy Cook is up at 5 and 5:30 on
Every
prayer
morning.
call every morning. Would you say? See, y'all want to play with God. Y'all want to do a weekend deal with God like a hotel. How to, even though you can go, we can get a deal on the financial. My network, I need everybody to know that. I told them we got gold and silver, we got it all. Okay, we got wealth management team doing it now. You
Yes.
can't have a management team handling no money.
Jesus had a treasure, but
That's
they said
right.
he was
So
broke. But
you
they
got
said
to
he
have
was broke.
right. So so between our property, we're multi. At this point. So here's the deal. I just need you to know. If you're interested in our 90-day mastermind class, listen. We have training once a week. You got to soak every day. It's an 8-piece. Dorothy, we bring millionaires every other week, but I train you, and I promise you, this is not the same. Dorothy will tell you, it is not this same old mess you hear in financial
It's not.
literacy. We're
It is.
coming against all that mess, by the way. I don't care if your credit bad, you can file bankruptcy, you can still get a house. That's the language because the Bible says that
Mhm.
He will give. And I tell people stop putting mortgage payment into something that God did not say. That He said He'll give you houses and land,
Did
and
not
you
do.
don't need no mortgage. And so God can have two things. He go number one. I'm teaching people to get back under the covenant, Dorothy. Give
Yes.
and stop putting mortgage payment when somebody prophesied to you. Whatever you agree at that time, if that's what you're gonna get. The man gave the car Dorothy is talking about was an S class 550 Mercedes Benz,
Mhm.
big boy, and
Yeah.
it was a $70,000 car, and it was given to me. And it's, the Bible says that God would give us all things that pertain to life and godliness.
Yes, he did.
By that time, you got to understand, I had a $40,000 in the bank, and I had initially started this in debt at bankruptcy, almost $80,000, and God supernaturally got rid of that. And then I meet Dorothy Cook right before I get the car. I just needed, Dorothy was like my mentor. Even though I was working, I knew the branding, I knew what I can do, but I needed her anointing or greatness to be around me. And we just took off. We
Oh,
Dorothy and I
that's all.
together. We just took off. See you, and I didn't know how. I didn't know how to have Dorothy here in Texas was a different thing. My welcome, other one was in another state. You have to have somebody close to you that
Mhm.
will bring value. She brought value to my life. She put me on the phone with Lisa, Les Brown, everybody there, Jewel Tanker. Oh, by the way, all these people gave her endorsements in this book.
Wow.
All these people, George Frank, all these people, they all made, I think, $1 million. That's what when she said she made, yes,
Yeah.
all these people y'all following. So I'm following the grandmother of all of them. Dorothy. So yeah, let me just say 90 Day. If you're interested, tonight at 7,
Hmm.
we are going to have an information call. So if you're interested, let me put the Zoom link. If you're interested in being a part of that Zoom tonight, I need you to register for this Zoom. And
And Dr. Clark, they need to bring 5 of their friends.
yes,
Don't go by
would you
yourself.
say
Don't
that?
climb to the top by yourself. If you love them, bring them with you. Bring 5 people. Get up, get dressed, look good. Like I tell
Fine.
people, you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Get up, put some lipstick on, call 5 of your friends. This is what we're doing tonight. We're not going to the movies. We're not going to see Beyonce. We're going to see Dr. Shirley Clark,
No,
somebody that can
thank
help.
you for saying that because you say it again. Keep talking.
Yes,
Bring somebody.
bring 5 people. If you are serious about helping yourself, if you're serious about changing your life, you get 5 people and you help them. Don't let it just be about you. Call 5 of your friends. Say, I need you to join. How much it costs? I don't know, but we're going. We're going to see the Queen. Okay, that's why I'm
You
going to
got
see the
to
Queen.
get in.
We're
No,
going.
no, that's
Yeah,
it. That's what I wanted to say, Dorothy. You said it just before I started talking to you. Got to get in the room. You
get
don't know
in.
what God is going to say. I just had a young lady, and she finally just broke. And she was being interviewed, and God just had me 2 days before the person called me and said, Dr. Clark, I need you to fill in. I know you're the only one, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, let me see if I can turn anything around. I don't normally do that, but I felt that let me make some changes to be there. But the lady who had just been interviewed was an entrepreneur, but you know what? She was a broke entrepreneur. And
See
the
it.
lady said to me, you need to leave Dr. Clark. And I talked to her just
Hmm,
other day ago, Dorothy,
hmm.
and she was so at rock bottom. You see, you could be on these stages, being interviewed, and she broke. Finally, we did a Zoom. I said Google Meet, and we did. And I began to share and things, and then finally, she just broke.
Yeah.
See, and what I'm saying is, I told her, "You're in.
Hmm.
You're into the 90 days." She
Hmm.
said, "I'll do whatever." That's what she was
See,
crying.
see.
If I need to stay up all night, I need you to understand. I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Mhm. That's the attitude you got to have.
And I
And you
told
got
her she was in no matter what kind of dollar amount because I'm gonna help you make your money to get
yeah.
to because I'm ready. She was a serial entrepreneur, but she got through
See?
doing it. So you were right on to say
And
that to
people
me.
never know what kind of plan you have to help them.
That's
You
what
know,
I do. Nobody has the money.
see, come and see, come
Get,
and see. But
nobody
when
has it but two
people
people.
people invest in what they want. They
Yeah,
want
and
one
we
of
have
them Louis
flex
Vuitton
pay
purses
anyway,
and
but
them red
you need to
bottoms.
come and
They
see
buy
me.
'em. Yeah, they buy them red bottoms and they
We
wear out.
already exact. Daughter, say it, say it. The red bottom.
They wear out.
And we've already now taken
You,
2,000 off of it, right? Because I want people in, but we got flex pay. They work this stuff out. And
yes,
even so, I need to know if you're serious. I don't want your money if you ain't gonna be serious.
yeah,
Because this Dr. Clock is a worth in a day's 10,000 to 30,000.
yes, yes.
To you can do a VIP day with me,
Yeah,
and it's going up to 100,000. My fee to speak is 40,000 in corporate and all these. I ain't worried about. They
you
pay
better
me
get her now. You better get her now.
$180.
You better get her now because you won't be able to get her soon. I'm
So
telling
I
you.
don't travel no more, daughter. I came off the road. So I make my money sitting here. I don't,
Yes,
I'm not trying to. So those who didn't have a relationship with me, those they can call me, or the ones that been with me and are serving, they can call me. Dorothy can call me. I ain't worried about no dollar signs.
yeah.
Dorothy show up anytime I want her.
Come
That
on,
I
y'all.
don't put dollar sign on covenant.
Please, I'm asking you in the name of the one I love most. That's Jesus the Christ. Please get 5 people. I don't know 5. Well, get one. Just get somebody. Don't come by yourself. Because when you get there, you're gonna say, "Oh, I wish I'd have brought so and so. Oh, I wish I'd have brought." If we help each other, we
Yes,
we gotta help each other.
you
Help a
that
sister up. And if you got money, okay, and you know somebody don't, girlfriend, I'm finna sponsor you with Dr. Clark. Give that
exactly.
gift. Give that gift. That's a gift that she'll cherish for the rest of her life. Giving her that purse or sending her on vacation, that wears out. So if you can afford it, teach one, what they say, reach one, teach one, give one. Call somebody and say, even if you think you don't need it, and maybe you don't, but think about somebody that do and send them to the call tonight. That's what you got to do. We got to help each other.
Ex- Exactly. So you need to register to let me know you're interested. Go and register. Go and register. Click on that. Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, bring 5. I don't like when people come by themselves. I need people. Let's come on. Let's be our sister's keeper.
Yeah,
So what's going to happen when you register and go through the program? I'm going to give Dorothy book away for you free. I'm
and
going to
that's a good
give
book.
this I'm going to give it to Dorothy book part of the program. I'm going to give you my other book, Think Like a Millionaire, Be a Millionaire. See, I'm trying to help you because rich people educate themselves, poor people entertain themselves.
That's
I'm
right.
going to give you also my book, Bless How to Attract Wealth into Your Life. I already know the value. When she told you readers are leaders, oh no, you got to read 20 books almost in this. And so if you got reading disability, you got to get your healing. But honey, baby, let me explain something to you. I'm going to show you someone real quick. 6 or 8
Pray and grow richer.
pray and go richer. You're going to get this free. Dorothy, here's the thing that you're gonna love. When I started, I wrote the book and really started looking at what how is it that what are the habits that broke people do? I realized I'm gonna need somebody. I need to jump this curve. I gotta jump this thing. So God, I said, God, why don't I go out? Let me just find out what broke people do and what rich people do,
People do.
and stop doing what the broke
Broke
people.
people do. That's
So
right.
that when I found out a lot of stuff, so I put it here to make it easier for help people with their transition. So there's the things that rich people do this, broke people do this. 31 days of financial empowerment, living life to its fullness. It's a devotional journal, Dorothy, so they can get in on this. And
Yes.
so there is no excuse now. It's no excuse now of you not getting your wealthy place. But I want you to know all of these you will get free. And I'm going to bless you with Dorothy book, and I'm going to bless her with the money. Now, see, you got to understand I have integrity. I'm not, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to pay her for her book. See, this is how integrity works. You don't use people's resources and then don't bless them. That's not God. So it's the 90-day mastermind wealth challenge. You need to register, and we have the information meeting tonight at 7. Bring 5 people,
Yes.
have them register. I want to know because we're getting ready to do something really, really big, Dorothy. You need to get on my mailing list. Let me put this up, Dorothy. Let me put all this stuff in because there's a few things. And I want you to see, get in my mailing list. This is another thing. We're learning now. We're on different people platform. You can go to my website and learn more about the mastermind right now. You go to my website, you
Mhm.
will see at the top a strip. Dorothy, I'm celebrating 25 years of business and ministry this year.
That's
And
all.
so go to my website. You can go there and see 90-day challenge. Click that and you'll see a lot about it already. And you can go ahead and register right there. Go ahead and pay for it. We have opportunity like HSNQVC. Those people, if one don't let you, try another payment solution. Plumber, Apple Pay, whoever. People are getting in. And I'm telling you, this is the season. I knocked 2,000 off of it because I'm trying to get them in, Dorothy. Another
Yeah.
thing I want people to, as I close out, Dorothy, thank you for being with me. I want you to see this, Dorothy. Dr. Dana Bennett, and y'all need to join my mailing list while you're out there because these portals will shut down anytime. Here, YouTube, as long as we don't own it, like Dorothy said, you working for somebody else. You making somebody else rich and not yourself. Ooh, Dorothy, we ain't gonna open that up. We're not gonna open that up. The reality
Right.
is you're working for somebody else. Dorothy, listen, I need you to join my mailing list because I don't trust people to have the I need to be able to contact you beyond all of this. Because
Mhm.
see, so because they can shut down anytime, and then I won't be able to connect with you. If you go to my website, join my mailing list. The thing I want to do now is tell you to show up for the information meeting tonight. Dorothy, I have a testimony of one lady. I want to show as we get ready to leave about this. And let me have it. I had it up. Let's see where it is. And I want you all to know, and our daughter would be so proud. So I want my mama to be here to see this. And because you want your people that have been with you. Dorothy has no idea, like I said, when I met her, what she meant to me and gave me the business seminars in North America for this African Americans. One of the testimonies. And they just, and so and this is a testimony from Dr. Dana Bennett. Let me just lay it out. Dr. Dana Bennett is an apostle wife and in Plano, right around the corner from me, Dorothy. And here's the thing, God, this chapter of my life, Dorothy, I'm feeling global. I'm gonna be on bigger stage. And one of the things I know just dealing with even the African American community, when you're getting into those huge, large stages, you're going to want people who with degrees in corporate at a certain level to have to authenticate what you're doing. It's a little different when you're just dealing with the Jesus. You don't understand folks that were already poor, but when you got folks that have a voice. So I knew this. So I said, God, give me the six-figure ladies and let me take them through the 90-day challenge and see if this will work for them. I already know it was. But this is Dr. Dana Bennett. Dr. Dana Bennett is at all see it, and it takes courage and it takes people that would be humble enough at her level. She was making $250,000 in corporate America already. And I say, who are the people? Dr. Dana Bennett was making $250,000, and she was a chancellor and a founder of a accredited university, Renaissance Christian University. I'm saying this so you understand. She has undergraduate degree, bachelor degree, graduate degree, doctorates. And God said, call her and invite her to be a part of this. And at the time I did that, I was just obeying God. We didn't talk every day or anything like that. And she said, yes, I will do this. And so in September through December 2023, so you got to understand, we just going in. Last year was a year of manifestation. It kicked when she got in. So Dr. Dana said yes, and so this is who it is, Dr. Dana Bennett. I'm gonna just move it over so we can get kind of straight to her. Dr. Dana Bennett. Reading it very simple, but they powerful. Very simple. You can read them in a week. Or some of you can read it in a day, but they're shifting. I'm doing this because we want your brain and everything agree with the money that we're going to connect you with. And Dr. Dana can talk on that, and then we are going to
Yeah.
let you have any question or comment. Dr. Dana, can you talk? She just went through
Yeah.
my 90-day mastermind wealth challenge. That it is so. Dr. Dana,
Yes.
y'all had about 20 books to read, and y'all
We did.
read.
And they really were, as a person who's an avid reader, I love to read anyway, but these books really were transformational. And I know people throw around that word kind of casually now. You have a good Starbucks latte and you say it just changed my life. No, no, no. This was really transformational from the standpoint of thinking, how we thought about wealth and money systems. It, as a person who had made a lot of money, both in corporate and in my businesses, this changed my mind about this whole wealth system. There were days where I slammed the book down and I was like, I've been hoodwinked, I've been lied to, I've been bamboozled, and I'm not happy about it. And so I appreciate that she packed that reading in the first 30 days because it really helped catapult us forward for the remaining 60 days that we had together. One of the things that I'll share with about Dr. Clark, just so she won't have to toot her own horn. But this was the thing that I was most impressed with, is that she has the flexibility to work with people at any level. So I've been to a lot of leadership trainings. I've been to a lot of corporate trainings and those sorts of things. And I learned a ton in her course that I say exceeded what I learned in some of those trainings that I know they paid probably $8,000 for me to sit in those courses. But I've also watched her work with people who are just entering into this thing. They're entering into business, or they're entering into their career, and she's able to take them, and I've watched some of those clients blossom and bloom as well. So her range of versatility is highly impressive. And then one of the new things in this arena with people who are coaches is a lot of people say they're coaches and they don't have receipts. I was impressed with Dr. Clark because she has receipts. She's brought live people, actual living people, onto these calls to say, yes, I'm one of the 11 millionaires that Dr. Clark made, and this is my story, and these are the pictures, and and so she had actual receipts of people that she walked through this wealth process, and so I appreciated that about her, and that there was this genuine care for each and every one of us in our independent situations. And so that level of versatility was impressive to me. The fact that she attacked the mindset component of it with such vigor, she really helped me understand that she was tackling these things in the right order and really wanted to see her clients win. This wasn't just about a money grab for her. And so that's really what made me comfortable with saying, okay, how can we, how can RCU get behind this and make sure there's some exposure and some visibility for these programs that you have? Because I was thoroughly impressed with the level of information, and then the versatility of it, and then just the genuineness that she brought to this. And then again, she had people who were able to authenticate what she was saying. So this isn't just somebody saying, and I know you all know Dr. Clark, but I just wanted to say this on her behalf, just in terms of the program and the breadth and the depth of the program. I was excited every time we were supposed to get on our call, and I was excited every time we were assigned another book, because I was like, wow, these are things that I can put into practice, and I was seeing immediate results. That's the other thing. I'm a results oriented person. If I don't see results, I'm done. I don't care what I spent for it. I'm not continuing to stick with it because my time is too valuable. I can't get that back. So I don't have 90 days to waste with fluff. I started seeing results week one. Week one. And so that encouraged me to continue to stick with it. And I kept seeing results week after week after week after week, implementing the things she was telling us to implement, reading the materials, doing the exercises. There was a value to every single thing. It wasn't just busy work to
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, fill out this blueprint checklist. No, no, no. It was actual things that were uprooting stuff that was not benefiting us, and then helping us relearn things that were benefiting us and that
Mhm.
we could put into action and apply immediately. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, like Dr. Clark likes to say. But it was I was forever um, changed from that 90 day. And so it made me want to continue to partner with her in the coaching aspect. And that has been a huge benefit. I heard her say that Raymond wants to get into public speaking. I've had more speaking engagements since working with Dr. Clark. No joke.
Can you
I've
tell
had
them
more
when that work would be September to December? And you've
September
already
to
on the stage with
December.
the prophets and
I've already
Grand
been on the
Call.
largest stage that I've been on to date. I've received my largest check for public speaking that I've ever received to date. And I'm on my second trip now overseas to speak. And this is from September to December being in this program. We are just in March.
And that was the
So
mastermind one.
now that was a different
One.
program.
You
But what
got
I'm
me
saying is
to
going from
connect.
someone who was just speaking in the corporate arena and that sort of thing. And I wanted to transition outside of that and really felt like, well, because I'm no longer in the corporate space, I may not have as many opportunities to speak because I'm no longer tied to my corporation. And that's where I was, getting those opportunities. I haven't missed a beat. I have not missed a beat.
Did that, you did the LinkedIn and then LinkedIn reached out to you.
I did one seminar with Dr. Clark on LinkedIn, and I don't know if every time you
It's
mention LinkedIn, their
long.
ears perk
That's
up or
too
what,
long.
but they reached out to me, and now I'm one of their contributors. Practically every month, I'm posting something for them based on a topic that they're soliciting to me to please write on as an expert. That opportunity was not afforded to me when I was in corporate. That opportunity came to me after I spoke on the benefit of LinkedIn at something that Dr. Clark had set up for me. So I just wanted to say that I think it's a combination of her prayers and a
Mhm.
combination of her connections and then her expertise. She knows which platforms to put who on and what doors to open based on what it is that you want to do and what it is that you're gifted in and what you're willing to put into it, if that's
Mhm.
fair. So this is not just wave a magic wand and poof, I'm, on the next TED Talk, but this is what am I willing to partner with her on, put the work in, and then let's get at it and get it done.
Wasn't that amazing? Wait a minute, let me bring you up. Here's the thing, Dorothy. I'm gonna bring you back up. Her story is even more deeper than that. Is that in 3 weeks, I did not know that she had mental health problems for 30 years. So her soaking, that up in the soaking part, in 3 weeks in the program, they had church revival, and her husband said, I feel God is delivering someone. She had shock treatments in her head for the first time in July, the month that God told me to call, and she broke down and cried. That's how deep she was on medication, therapists, everything for 30 years. God delivered her during the 3 weeks. No, Dr. Boehner. Not only that, 2 weeks after that, she said, I'm still crying, Dr. Clark. I said, what is it? She said, $80,000 worth of debt, school loan debt. I had been asking them for 3 years, and I was embarrassed when you told us to write down all our debts, and I named up what they were. I said, because we're not into debt. We're not focused on that. We're taking now wealth creation, but you can't hide debt so God can get rid of it. I could tell she would challenge. See, well, there you go. And so her $80,000 worth of debt were canceled 2 weeks later. God told her go out on the portals. They said they were canceling her $80,000 worth of debt. She said, I'm crying. Been 2 days crying about it. She said, because you don't understand. I was embarrassed as an apostle that then the next thing, Dorothy, let me unmute you. But the other thing, you were muted, do what to unmute yourself. But other thing is that she said, Dr. Clark said, don't bother anybody, because just let this be for me. So I said, well, why don't I just say everything I'm attached to, you know, everything. You can mute yourself then, Dorothy, if you on the phone,
I
something
think
you
I'm unmuted. Yeah.
I'll mute yourself if you listen. But things happen. Here's another thing she said. Where God, I just said everything I'm attached to, since I can't talk to my husband what's going on because he's not getting what I'm getting. Everything I'm attached to, let it be blessed. That church grew from 200 to 600. They're running 3 services now. Then, while we are in it, she was telling me her debt, personal debt. She was saying, I said, well, let's go ahead and in the spirit, go ahead and just in the spirit increase wealth mentality. And God took that thing. And when you give up that kind of money in corporate, then you got a mortgage. God had her to take over everything in the house, and the church began to cover everything in the house, the mortgage and the car, all of that stuff, mortgage, utility. Now that was taken care of. And then that debt went down. What I'm just trying to tell you, it doesn't, this 90-day challenge that I just got money, it'll also all of this. One pastor, $500,000 worth of school loan will cancel out. So it's more than just, hucking my shaka, you getting it. It's God touching every part of your life. And so it's amazing that church is running 3 services now, and just the mental health testimony alone. So this is a major, it just this is the most result oriented that I ever seen before in my life. People writing books in 3 to 5 days. They own real estate. You're gonna hear Kim. One lady got in 4 months got a $90,000 client, Dorothy, and then another 3 moved to 120,000, 135. Now they own exercise equipment, 3 location and a resort, 3 acres of land where you go stay in the spas and stuff like that. This works. So I want you to go register, go out on the comments again and register to be there and bring someone like Dorothy said, 5 people. Dorothy, thank you so very much for this. I just want people to know this is real, but the thing that Dorothy did not know, that a lot of this stuff happened to me even beyond connecting with her. You got to have somebody that have faith beyond. You can, if you, Dorothy, if you, I just want to
Yes.
close out with you, but I just want you to know that I grew bigger after I met you, and you didn't know that. It was all us. You gave me the wings. You gave me my wing. You gave me my plane. You gave me you gave me the train. I didn't have nobody close up like you. That and so the bottom line is, so thank you, Dorothy, for sharing and being here with me. And I know you got another call there, and I know you are like, see, busy people are busy. You got stuff going on. Dorothy, you got any final words you want to say as I close out?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let me. I
You
had
can
a
turn
call.
that
Let
down
me.
just a little bit and just yes,
Hold on one second.
just
One second.
close out because I'm gonna close out.
Okay. I've got to take care of something. You guys, I will call both of y'all back. Thanks for everything.
Okay. Just
Okay. All right.
yeah, we busy, girl. They calling me.
Okay.
People
Yeah.
calling
Life.
me.
God dog it. Can you still hear me? I hit
I
something
hear
really
you
good.
very well.
Can
Good.
you
We
see
see
me?
you
Can you
well. We
see
hear
me?
you well. Don't worry about it. You good. Go ahead.
I want to tell everybody. I don't know what I hit. I hit something, Charlene. Come in and get me
It's
back so you
okay.
can see
That's
me.
okay. We hear you and see you well.
Listen.
We're closing out. I'm gonna let
Find
you
you
go.
5 people. Find you 5 people tonight. Tonight. And have them on this call. I want to tell y'all something, and I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me from my heart. I wouldn't lie to you. Dr. Clark is the real deal.
Mm.
The real deal. And don't take it lightly because I haven't heard of her name. I'm telling you, they call me the millionaire maker. If I'm the millionaire maker, you're hearing it from me. You want to follow people that are going where you're going and that have been where you're trying to go. Get on this course tonight with Dr. Clark. You don't know what may happen. You may get you may get your whole tuition paid for. You never know. Go expecting, because Dr. Clark did so much for my life, my personal life. But I didn't even know what soaking was till I met Dr. Clark. She did so much for me, my business life, my personal life, and she still does. That's why when she called, I don't care what I'm doing, I stop, answer the phone, and call Dr. Clark back. And please, please, you owe it to yourself. And if your credit is bad, call me. I'll help you. That's what I do now, Dr. Clark. I
Yeah,
refer
I
people
saw
to you.
that.
So I can get your credit worked on today. You call Dr. Clark, she'll call me. But laying all jokes aside,
Yeah,
please get on this call tonight. I'm asking you. And don't come. If you can't get five, get one. And then ask that person, who do you know need this? This
yeah.
is how we come together and help each other. We bring each other up. See, one hand should be up, God connecting, and the other hand should be down, you connecting to another sister or a brother. So I'm telling you, and believe me, I'm telling you from my heart, Dr. Clark is the best. Get in this 90-day course. Your life will not be the same. It'll be a September you will never, ever forget. A September to remember.
Mm.
Dr. Clark, get on there. You heard Dr. Dana. Oh my God. Here's a person already had it all and her life was changed. Imagine, think about, just imagine where your life could be after you go through this 90 days. Get your mind at the destination and your behind is going to follow. Dr. Clark is going to take you there. I'm telling y'all. I am telling you, so help me God. Get on this call tonight and bring somebody. You never know where your blessing is. That's it, Dr. Clark.
Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate you, Dr. Dorothy Cook, for being with me today. My goal is to help women entrepreneurs, coaches, and business owners who definitely like the strategies, the right mindset, and the confidence to unlock their superpower, so we can properly brand them and help them create these 6 and 7 figure successful businesses. Listen, it's time that you create the world you want. So that means show up. Thank you, Dr. Dorothy. Love
Thank
you.
you.
Amen. I look forward to seeing some of you on the call tonight. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye
We
bye.
love you. Have a great day and be with Dr. Clark tonight. If she don't change your life, you call me and I'll pay.
I know that's right. And look her up, and she's on Facebook, so you can DM her. Exactly right. All right. God bless you.